What's up, rebels? Welcome to our YouTube channel. We are here because we just got back from vacation.
Yes, we did.
And
our first vacation, if you don't count our honeymoon.
Yes, we've been married now for a year and a number of months. And we took our first family vacation.
5 months on Friday.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We have our first Rodriguez family vacation. So we recorded all the videos of it, and we wanted to just take this time to detox and remember everything that happened, because it was a lot.
Yeah, it was. It was fun.
It was a lot of fun. So first things first, the world is in a global pandemic. We're aware of this, but we figured that if we're going to take a trip, we should do it and enjoy ourselves, and being very careful, being cautious. We wore masks everywhere, and I had a little hand sanitizer that I sprayed Ali all the time.
Constantly. Sometimes. All the time.
All the time.
If I touch anything, it's like, use sanitizer.
If you touch the outside world, you must clean your hands.
That's your own issue.
Yes, I'm working through this. I went to therapy for one day. And we decided we're going to take this trip because due to the global pandemic, Star Wars Celebration 2020 was canceled. We're both very sad. But
Understandable.
yeah, understandable. I think they did the right thing by canceling it. We're all going to be in the Anaheim Convention Center all crammed in like sardines. But luckily, Star Wars Celebration is happening in 2 years, 2022, and they did, roll over our tickets? Yeah. So they rolled over our tickets, so in 2 years, you'll see us in Anaheim, people of the internet, and we'll be in cosplay and hilarity of Star Wars. And hopefully by that time, I don't know, maybe they'll have like a new movie or something to announce.
Yeah, something.
So,
Fingers crossed.
This was the trip. Day 1. Welcome to the Rodriguez Family Vacation 2020. We are heading to Alabama, and then we're going to Florida. But first stop on the way to Memphis, Tennessee to see Graceland, we had to stop here in Texarkana to go to the state line, because I've never been to the state line. Now I have. We made it.
We did it!
Alright. Now to drive 4 more hours to Memphis, Tennessee to see
Graceland.
The King, Elvis Presley.
The King of rock and roll.
We're going to Graceland next. Then after Graceland, we're going to Alabama to see our friends, the Smiths, and what's Jackie's last name?
Her last name is Smith.
Oh yeah.
Lorden. The Smith and the Lorden.
That's
and
right.
the Piñeros.
Yes, and then we're going way past the state line of Texas. We're going to Batu, the Black Spire Outpost, at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lose my freaking marbles.
I can't wait.
It is 11:27. We just got to Memphis, Tennessee, and it was really hard to find hotels down here. I don't know what happened, but luckily my parents blessed us because we're staying here. Graceland is right there. Like, you could see it. I could feel it. The King is nearby. Alright, we're gonna get some shut-eye because tomorrow morning we're going to Graceland, and I'm gonna see Elvis Presley's house and all his stuff. Can't wait. At the guest house at Graceland. And when we say
it was beautiful.
Beautiful. So
it felt luxurious.
We got to Memphis at it was a 9-hour drive with.
We got there at 11:30.
Okay. Thank you, Miss. I know all the times of everything.
Well, I drove in.
You did.
I remember because I was trying really hard to keep cutting the time down. It was like a race against time. I was like, okay, cut down to 4 minutes. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see how fast we can get there. It might have been a mistake, but we got to Memphis safely.
We did.
We got there alive. That's the important part. So it was fun.
The Hernandez family is very particular about time on the road.
Yeah.
Versus me, I don't know much of my family. I don't know how they are, but I like to stop places. If there's a Buc-ee's on the way, you got to do it. It's important.
The only reason you stop is to get gas and go to the bathroom in my family. It's the only, and you can't even tell the driver you gotta pee. You have to wait until like, oh, we're getting gas. Oh, okay, if you need to pee, go now. We're not making a stop just so you can pee.
Ridiculous.
That's how I grew up.
So, we're still working through our own issues and making our family one.
Find a middle ground.
The middle ground. Compromise. The middle ground. So we got to Memphis at the beautiful guest house. We got some videos of that. And we check in, and right away I ask Allie, you want to go explore? So we go downstairs, and we're looking at all these. They have little plaques on the wall.
Yeah.
They have.
It's like King Fact.
Yes, and they were like, did you know that Elvis and Johnny Cash were friends, and like they would impersonate each other? It was really cool to see all these little things on the wall.
Yeah.
Even the art of the hotel was like beautiful little like pieces of Elvis's like costumes he would wear for his tour.
It wasn't just straight Elvis.
It didn't feel like a.
It was like his aura, like his personality felt like it was all over the hotel, which was really cool.
It didn't feel like I didn't expect to see like an animatronic Elvis waving like, "Hey, y'all, whoa, welcome to my hotel." And while we were exploring the hotel, I want to see one of the rooms, and I turn around, and there's a security guard. What was her name? Stacy. Her name was Stacy. And I asked the security guard, Stacy, I was like, hey, what is this room right here? And she goes, oh, that's one of our ballrooms. Would you like to see it?
Yes, please.
She unlocks the door.
You don't say no.
She unlocks the door, lets us into the ballroom, turns the lights on, tells us this is where they have weddings and they have events here. And then she goes, do you want to see the theater?
Yes.
She took us on a private tour of the hotel, showed us the theater, showed us the ballrooms, she showed us the founder's room.
There's something called the Foundry at the guest house at Graceland. You pay $30,000 a year to be in this club. It's not huge, it's just like another room, but it is beautiful. She's like, this is where Priscilla hangs out when she comes. I'm like, oh, that's casual. We're just sitting in where Priscilla Presley hangs out. It was
oh my gosh, and the staircase.
Yes, they have a staircase replica of the staircase that Elvis has in his house, and it was, how do you even explain it?
Regal. So we just got a personal tour from one of the security guards just because we were walking around at the right time.
Yeah, she's like, you want to see the theater?
God
You
knows.
want to see the Foundry? It's like, yes we do.
Oh my gosh.
It was beautiful. Beautiful.
If this is just a hotel, I'm gonna die tomorrow.
I'm so excited.
Oh my god. So we get back in our hotel room. Not only do they have Elvis on TV, but for the first time in like 3 years, we got to watch George Lopez on TV.
Yeah. It's also good on cable. But just side note, George Lopez, the seasons on Amazon Prime are $20.
Come on, Amazon.
Like, I love George Lopez. The show is gold.
The people deserve George Lopez. For free. For free? Prime?
Please. It's so good. I want to be able to watch it and not pay $20 for it.
Now it takes us to Monday. Good morning, fellow rebels. We are currently waiting for our VIP experience at Graceland. Show them the tickets. So far, I've seen like 5 other human beings because of coronavirus, but we got the VIP tour. My beautiful wife got us a VIP tour, and the best thing ever is that Graceland, or the museum here at Graceland, has like all these cool fans, and they have Elvis, and they're like, how to stay social distance? Stay one Elvis apart, because he was 6 feet tall. That's hilarious. Don't know how far 6 feet is? Well, it's equivalent to 2 guitars, 6 gold records, 6 teddy bears,
3 hound dogs.
and 1 Elvis Presley. So the tour was self-guided. We got to walk around the grounds. Not only did we get to see his house and his special TV room, but we got to see his racquetball room where he actually was singing with his friends before he passed away.
The last place he was before he passed away.
And there on the property, we got to see his graveside, and so that was really special. But we went to the museum, and there's so many beautiful things in the museums. His costumes for his shows,
his cars,
the wall of gold records. Oh my gosh, the cars!
Yeah, so many cars.
Cars, motorcycles. He
Golf
had
carts.
Planes. So many cool things that Elvis had, but I think the most special thing for us was outside of the mansion. There's a wall, a brick wall, like a stone wall, where people from all over the world sign their names in honor of Elvis the King. So we got to write our names down.
Yeah.
But I wanted to write something special. Growing up at the church, one of the facilities managers, his name was Walter, loved Elvis. And he recently passed away a few years ago.
Elvis impersonation.
He loved his Elvis impersonation. For his funeral, we sang "How Great Thou Art" for him. So I wanted to leave his name on the wall. So we signed Walter Swanner's name, and the year that he passed, because we know that he's up there with the King too. So from Memphis, Tennessee, we went to Sun Records right there down the road.
Yes.
Saw the Heartbreak Hotel. And just the classic, I think it's Beale Street, that's what it's called. And in our merging family dynamics, we hit the road. Where do we go to next, baby?
Huntsville, Alabama.
Oh, man, that's a whole nother story in itself. A year, or a little more than a year ago.
On our honeymoon.
On our honeymoon. We was not our first trip together as a couple, but our first time away really from our families and having a trip on a cruise, a beautiful cruise with Carnival Cruise Lines. Yeah. We met this family out of the blue who have so much in common with us.
It's like our lives crossed before we ever met.
Yeah.
It was more than a chance meeting. There's no way it could have been by complete random chance. Right. Meeting them felt like we were meeting family, honestly. So
our first night on our cruise a year or so ago, we were in the karaoke room and we see this girl. Of course, karaoke, got to do it. And we see this girl walk up with red hair and she knocks an Aretha Franklin song out of the park.
I really remember that.
And we're sitting there, Allie's like, she's so good. I'm like, yes, she's my new best friend. That's my new friend. Yes. We're going to be friends with them. Yeah. So we start talking to him.
And her mom was behind us.
Yes. Her mom was there with her. And they had some cousins and their family. And so we were like, hey, let's all hang out. Saw each other a couple times. We're sitting there eating with them. And we find out that Jackie, the mom, her husband who just passed away, was a kids pastor. And we're all sitting there like,
hey, we work with kids.
And we find out that there's so many things in common with us. Brittany J. Smith is on YouTube. Awesome singer. Like,
if you don't follow her, you should, because she's amazing.
Links down there. We gotta push her page. She's so good. And,
Not only an amazing singer, but an amazing person.
Yes.
I love her.
So we met them a year or so ago, and we were like, we got to see our friends. They live in Huntsville, Alabama. Of course, we're going to go find them. We drive all the way to Huntsville. We see our friends, and they're so nice. And they let us stay at their house. And above our door frame, they have streamers pinned up on the door because it was my birthday the same day as Brittany, because we're birthday twins. And
it's their tradition to do birthday streamers.
And they just made us feel so welcome. And Seth, Brittany's husband, what a guy. What a guy. We had so much fun seeing them, just hanging out. We didn't have to.
Until 3 a.m.
We didn't even have to do anything. We were just having the time of our lives with our friends. and they are going to be our cruise buddies.
Yes, we will go on a cruise, y'all. I promise.
Cruise buddies. It's gonna happen before the world ends. Cruise. Where's the camera button? Cruise buddies. Okay, give me the gist of what this is.
So
You just hide from the camera.
Yeah.
oh wow.
Sorry, I forgot about your day job.
So this is our friends and family tree. It's very, very special. And only very, very special people get to put their thumbs on it. And ever visited or has become part of our family and friend circle gets to print on there. We put your name on our tree so we never forget that you've been here. Plus, it might be helpful in cashing checks one day. Just kidding. Okay, so yeah, so that's what we're doing right now.
The true purpose has been
Come here, babe.
revealed.
You're gonna
My
do
mom's
your
a Sith.
so you're gonna do your thumbprint. Okay. So make sure you coat it real good. Unless you probably have experience with this, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Where do you want to put our thumbs? Like, how do you want to put them?
So like. Some of the Rodriguez's are already here, so if you wanted to be like, maybe like this is a cute little branch.
I like that branch.
We can do
Yeah.
that.
It's a nice little branch.
It
So
is
you
a
could be
cute
like on the
branch.
branch or right here, however you want.
Okay.
So you're going to coat it real good, and then when you put your thumb on there, you're going to press
Okay.
and kind of move your thumb just a little bit, not a whole lot, because some
Yeah.
people have made like huge prints,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
just a little bit.
So we saw our friends in Huntsville, Alabama, and then that takes us. What day was that? It's all a blur. We left on Tuesday.
We left there Tuesday. We left there Tuesday after we went to brunch.
So we went to brunch, and we drove. Oh, I remember this part. We left Tuesday, and from Alabama, headed to Pensacola. No. Where's it? Where?
We headed to
Claremont.
Claremont.
Claremont, Florida, and we're driving. And I don't know if you know this, babe. You were asleep. It's raining.
Oh.
It's raining really, really hard. And I forgot about a little thing called Hurricane Laura.
Yeah.
So Allie wakes up eventually, and she's like, "You okay?" It's like, "Yeah, it's just raining cats and dogs." I've been following.
I asked you multiple times if you needed help because it was a 9-hour drive. I
was-
wanted to be considerate.
I was fine.
Did he ever say he needed help? No. I also feel like he was just like, "No, I'm a man. I'll be fine."
It wasn't me being mad. It was me trying to prove to myself that I can drive from one place to another place. Because last time
Oh,
we went to
he
Florida.
needs to let this go.
Last time we went to Florida,
3
my
years ago.
beautiful girlfriend at the time traded back and forth so we can make it to Florida. So nice, because I had only driven 3 hours max in my entire life. And guess who drove all the way back from Florida to Texas?
But you still love me.
Yeah, I guess I married you, I guess.
Yes, you did.
So we got to Florida. And that's all in part 2. So, I guess subscribe, like, do the things with the buttons.
It's good for me to see you.
It's good for me to see you.